Hey guys, welcome back to another review of Married to Medicine. Let's go ahead and get into it. This was the finale.
We keep it real, expressing how we feel. Whoa. So come on in and sip some tea. Join the KOED family. We're about relationships and review, making it fun just for you. Go with God, let God go with you. It's time for Courtney and Eddie.
I always put God
first.
What's up, KOED fam? Welcome back to another video of Courtney and Eddie. I'm Eddie, aka E-Dub. This is my lovely wife.
Courtney, also known as Coco.
This right here is Courtney and Eddie. This channel is all about relationships. It's all about reviews. It's all about entertainment. Tonight, we're going to be talking about Married to Medicine.
Yep. So if you're brand new to this channel and has subscribed yet, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below. And don't forget to join our Patreon. So let's go ahead and get into it, y'all. We ain't got a whole bunch of commercials in between this because we want to go straight to it.
Straight to it.
So you got the sex therapist coming in and
talking about Uchi Coochie.
Yeah, she said that she got a husband and 3 boyfriends on it. It was very interesting.
Her
Her dynamic.
And 3 boyfriends.
Yeah.
Golly.
Yeah. So yeah,
I don't know how the boyfriends feel about one another.
Evidently, honey, they fine with.
Your turn, yeah, man. I'm dating on Tuesday. I get a Wednesday. All right.
Well, men do it all the time, so I'm quite sure how do men feel. It all get worked out. So, a lot of times women don't even know, honey.
That's what I'm saying. At least you guys probably know.
So yeah, let's see. Eugene told a story about because the lady she gave him a box of gifts and goodies and stuff like that, and so they enjoyed the goodies, but it was what was it called?
No, I ain't gonna say it.
I forget what it.
I
know what it was called. Yeah, and so anyway, Eugene said, "Okay, well that ring that happened at the hospital where a man got that stuck to his genitalia one time, and they could not remove it." So he had to fly him from Atlanta to where? Mississippi to a specialist that can remove it because it was cutting off his blood circulation.
Y'all some freaks, man. Y'all be doing too much, man. Y'all be doing too much, man. Getting stuff stuck and can't get it removed and impaled and golly, y'all be doing too much, man. Your body is it's not meant for all that. Your body is just meant for a couple of things.
Just because they make the toys.
Yeah, don't mean you need to use them like that, man. Golly, then you up in age, you're trying to use it. I got to pull my muscle. Oh, I broke my hip.
How you know he was up in age? You just saying that. Anybody.
Yeah.
So let's see. The lady also said that, as far as threesomes, foursomes, and mosesomes, I think that's the way she said it.
I never heard of that said before like that, but yeah.
That's what some people
threesome, foursome, and moresome.
So also she wanted to show she wanted some illustrators. So Simone and Cecil were illustrating some positions, and Jackie and Curtis. Now Curtis probably can't get back up from all that child.
They probably cut. All right, bring in the forklift. Get him off the floor. Get him off the floor.
So the guys are talking about what the therapist said and, how they feel about it and all that stuff. So the ladies are talking about also what the therapist said. Heavenly said, do y'all agree with bringing other people into marriage? And most of the ladies said no. Toya said, well, what if? I was like, Toya, stop doing with the what if, child. Because they already think you're doing something or want to do something.
Yeah, when she said that, you giving them more fuel to put on the fire, man. Come on, Toya. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but like Eugene said, Toya got people thinking she's a freaky deep. So,
and Quan said in her confession that Toya talking about having a conversation about that, talking about open relationship. Eugene don't know that they in an open relationship. So yeah, like Toya cheating and Eugene don't know nothing about it. Yeah. So Jackie bring up a conversation that Heavenly and Contessa need to talk to. Everybody demanded, everybody in harmony except for Jackie and Contessa.
Well, Dr. Jackie should have left that one alone.
So should have.
She should have left that one right there alone because with that one conversation between Contessa and Heavenly, the whole day fell apart because after they got into it, Toya and Quad got into it. It was a big mess. But yeah.
Yep. So it seems as though heavily say, Contessa, you're a beautiful person. But you don't let nobody tell you nothing different, especially your husband. Don't let him treat you no different, tell you no different. So Contessa like, huh? What? And she goes in on that and say, listen, that's the children, that's my children's father. I ain't finna let nobody talk about him. Do not bad mouth my husband. Do not talk, nobody in this room talk about my MFing husband ever again.
I don't understand why. Well, I do understand why, but Heavenly, if you're gonna give somebody an apology or a compliment, let it be that. You don't have to add the other stuff in it. You know what I'm saying? See, that's what you went wrong at, in my opinion. You know, you're trying to be nice. You're trying to give your friend a compliment. Then you're gonna throw a little like
jabs.
Yeah, don't and she doubled down on the jabs. You know what I'm saying? You think she'll kind of pull it back after they was telling her, "No, Heaven, don't do it like that." But she doubled down and she didn't want to back off that. But yeah, man, Contessa, she was heated. She was heated.
And so Contessa get ready to, up and leave and stuff like that. And Heaven like, I don't care, leave. I don't care. You said nothing wrong. Stuff like that. You the one brought me into your marriage. You the one told me all that stuff about your husband. And they showed the clips and
she did
of he was this and he was that or whatever. So I think Toya had told Heaven she needs to chill out. And Heaven said, girl, so they had words. And Toya, and then so she was saying, I forgot, Heavenly said something about seeing through. And Toya, always with the clap back, turn the quick clap back. She said, I can see through that ugly wig that you wearing.
No,
listen.
No, she didn't say that. No, she said, I can see through you like I can see through that ugly wig you wear.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Yeah, I couldn't argue with Toya. I couldn't do it.
Let me tell you something. For somebody to own a beauty supply store, she is not a good marketer for her beauty supply store. Not even.
A good marketer?
Yeah. If you got, like, most hairstylists don't be done, honey. They really don't. So they not a good marketer for their hair, for saying, oh, I do hair, because most time people look at your head. But Heavenly, she them wigs be looking so old and ashy. But anyway, let's move on. So the guys are talking about so guys are outside talking once again, and Damon saying, listen, I don't know what I missed. I done missed 2 days or whatever. They said, listen, you missed some good old harmony. The ladies was getting along and everything.
And, and I think Eugene said Toya and, Toya and, who's she? Oh, yeah, Toya and Anila, yeah, they got, they kind of smooth things out. And Heaven and Toya kind of, at the time, smooth things out. And Toya and, what's up, Audrey, yeah, they smooth things out. So, man, Toya had smooth things out with a lot of people, man.
Until. So anyway, so Jackie trying to talk to Heavenly, some of the other ladies come in there. Toya talking to Quad and said,
what set that off? Did Quad say something to Toya to set it off, or did Toya say something to Quad?
Toya just, because Anila had said that Quad said something.
Oh, that's right. She brought that up. Okay.
So Toya was like, listen, I know they in there arguing, honey. They ain't got nothing to do with me, but since you right here in my face, let's go and get to the nitty gritty. So Toya is saying to Quad, yeah, I've been hearing about the rumors, that was started at your party. So Quad said, you need to ask the person who really started the rumors. And in the confession, she was like, Anila.
But the Quad did tell Toya, I didn't start the rumors, but did I repeat it? Yes, I did repeat the rumor.
Yeah.
So
Toya said, you try to see. Oh, yeah. Toya said that, you the one sleeping with the contractor, honey. Basically, that's what I heard. And then she was like, where you get that from? Simone said it was from me. I heard through
a reliable source.
Yeah.
And that source was a mutual friend of the contractor and Simone. So apparently the contractor told the mutual friend, and the mutual friend told Simone. So the question is the contractor lying or is he telling the truth? So so that's when Quad just kind of lost it. And Simone made a good point. We asked about this too. Where did Quad get all her money from? You know what I'm saying? Apparently the house cost $2 million, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
she wasn't on the show.
Where you get your money from, dog? Where you
Y'all
get the
say
money?
she's a pharmacy tech.
For
She
$2 million
Child.
house?
She sell cookbooks. That ain't doing.
$2 million
You know,
house?
them people sell books and that ain't doing.
$2 million $2 million house, cookbooks, selling cookbooks is not gonna cut it.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
And then they said, oh, she do little things for her grooming for her dogs, them little outfits. She been stopped doing that, so no, that ain't working. She was on Sister Circle, but that ain't working because that's over. So yeah.
So Simone basically asking the same question.
The people want to know.
Basically, yeah.
So anyway, and she been saying none of our business, but when you come on a reality show, yeah, and people start putting stuff together.
And I'm not saying she's doing this verbatim or whatnot, but hey, you gotta look at what's going on, man. Maybe Bravo's getting quite a huge paycheck, you know what I'm saying, to afford that house. No,
she ain't gonna get no huge paycheck more than nobody else. And then she was a friend last season, so I don't think so. But anyway, so
Dr. G paying for it.
Bring Dr. G back. Bring Dr. G back. So yeah. But Quad did say somebody captured it, and when she was at BravoCon, that she not sleeping with the contractor. She didn't sleep with him. She know who did. She even got recordings. So hey, baby, drop the receipts, honey. Drop them. Don't talk about it. Be about it. So Toya said, Quad, you lie. You lie all the time. I'm just tired of your lies and stuff like that. And they ran back all the lies. Production did. Ran back all the lies that Quad had said on Toya. And she said, girl, get out of here. You must be jealous of me. So Quad get up angrily. She go down the hall and tell the other ladies. And she said, do you know who I am? She started quoting all this stuff.
I can hit a contractor $150,000 deposit. But to me, honestly, $150,000 deposit on a $2 million house seems a little low to me. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Now you said like $400,000, $500,000 deposit on $2 million house. Okay, I said okay, but $150,000, I don't know. It seems a little low to me. I could be totally wrong, but it's just my opinion.
So yeah, so Cora go down there fussing, trying to make herself be the boss chick, the big chick, and all that stuff or whatever. So she talked to the in production shady. 15 minutes, she's still talking. 30 minutes, she's still talking. 45 minutes, she's still talking. Then they said an hour.
Then they showing videos of the deer outside, owls on the tree, and it's sort of been like she's sort of been talking to the into the middle of the night. Basically,
Yeah. So but yeah, she was just bossing herself. I ain't even write that little stuff down. Do you know who I am? I'm the
put some respect on. I was like, she trying to quote what's his name?
And so she was just basically saying she did everything by herself and all that stuff, whatever. But anyway, so let's move on to what Damon said.
In the process of her trying to bossing herself up, she was trying to cut Toya and Eugene down.
Oh yeah, she was.
Said, y'all couldn't keep a house, and you got two incomes coming in. You got what she said. Y'all can't keep the house, and you even got a husband that's working. You still couldn't keep the house. I did this all on my own. I ain't need no help. I said, okay. All right, then.
Well,
going about
hopefully the contractor can vouch for that you did pay him in full with cash.
Yeah, she said she gave him $150,000.
Down,
yeah.
That means she's down. That's like, a car.
Yeah,
down. That means you got to pay the monthlies or whatever. So, yeah.
For a $2 million house
that's filled with that furniture, that house is bad.
Yeah, it is.
I had to be like Audra and Mark. This is not. So
and she's not a doctor or anything, man. So, man, make it make sense to me.
It don't. It did not. So anyway, because last time when Toya was talking about her and she called her little townhouse, which it was not. It was nice.
It was nice. Yeah, I remember that. I do remember that.
It seemed like Quar, since she's now full time on the show, she want to boss up and show everybody. I'll show y'all. I ain't got no little townhouse. You know what I'm saying?
If that's the case, I hope and pray she don't lose that house. Because, some people trying to prove a point and get themselves in the bind.
So anyway, so Damon said that the ladies get angry at each other and they just really and truly need to learn how to forgive and don't hold grudges and move on. So, he talking to Heavenly, telling her, listen, you need to watch your mouth, man.
Dr. Damien, I know, man, you be dropping nuggets, man, but they don't be paying heed to it.
No, they don't listen. Especially your wife.
Oh, yeah. There she go. That soft voice again. There she go.
But just soon she get riled up and want to cut somebody, honey. So Jackie said that this conversation was between Simone and Jackie. They was just saying that Jackie was saying that Contessa forgot the fact that she told Heavenly all her business, everything about Scott and all that stuff. So, Jackie said, don't tell, like, I guess Jackie was saying it is a barrier. Like, don't sit here and talk about my husband. Don't throw my husband up. That's a no-go. And Simone said, well, that's what we got into it, because I feel like if you my friend, I should be able to tell you everything, and you should be able to tell me stuff, and it should stay right there. It shouldn't go outside to nobody else. Don't throw that stuff back up in my face when we're in front of a bunch of people like that. So that's where they disagree.
Me personally, I kind of believe Dr. Simone. I'm with her on that, because sometimes when you're going through some things, you need somebody to vent to. You know what I'm saying? And if you got a friend and you feel like that's your friend, you can vent to that person. You can confide into that person, and you feel like that if I confide in this person, that it's not gonna go nowhere but right here.
Right.
You should be able to do that, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't want to go to a therapist to confide in a therapist. They want to go to their friends. So, and like I said, I kind of agree with Simone on this one.
Yep. So let's move on. So Dr. Contessa and Scott, they talking. They were just saying how they in a better place. They got the therapy and all this stuff. Whatever. People believe that they just faking it for the camera, that they really and truly not in this, marriage, that, loving marriage or whatever. They just faking it for the camera. So I don't know. They ain't seen. I hadn't seen nothing. No wiser. I just didn't see a whole bunch of chemistry between the two. So
yeah, they still got a lot of work to do in their marriage. Because you can tell, it's like, I'm not saying they're going through the motions, but it just something in that marriage is not clicking, and I just can't put my finger on it.
Yeah. I don't know if it's like they was like, man, we did too much in front of them cameras. We just gonna dial this back and just, chill.
Just go through the motions, huh?
Yeah. So Eugene is getting ready to leave and go back to work, and you wanna laugh at him with his little yellow jacket on.
Man, he's like a big banana.
Not a banana.
Yeah, and where the cameras caught him at that angle when he getting the suitcase out the closet. I said, Eugene, man, sometimes you gotta look at your body shape, because sometimes you can't wear certain colors. You know what I'm saying? And you've been a little chunky, a little thick, and you got this big yellow sweatsuit on. You look like a banana or some banana pudding in the cup. Man, come on, man. I like Eugene, man, but I'm just calling it away. I'm just being real.
Let's see. So Jackie had brought the ministry honey to the house because they need some prayer, come to Jesus moments, a whole bunch of it.
I noticed when Eugene left and he was going to the church thing, Toya looked like she was alone. You can tell like she didn't have nobody there to kind of have her back. She like that's what she looked like to me.
Yeah. So anyway, so they getting ready to do church outside, and I don't know because the C19 they didn't want to do it on the inside, but I'm sorry. I am so sorry. Let y'all build me a bonfire or put me on some some real thermal with the electric blanket type thing. I'm not sitting out there. I'm just not. It's too cold, honey. Listen, I hope that was a good 10 or 15 minute service that they gave me, because I can be out there. So let's see. They was talking about that before they went out there. They was talking about the theatrics of the black church. Black church is funny. It's point blank period, and it's funny. So yeah, the things that people doing now, the one finger, leaving out, the screaming, the hollering. What you finna say? Okay, yeah. It is funny. There's a lot of people do stuff, about the black church because it is funny.
I really mean, to be honest with you, I think most people in the black churches need to wear a sweatsuit.
Why?
Because when you go to the black church, you're gonna be working out. Up, down, dance, side to side. Tell your neighbor something. You're gonna be sweating, man. I gotta leave, man.
So yeah, the preacher was saying that the first thing he said, somebody told him saying, well, what's going on? It's about friends, okay? Preacher said, I just need some real friends. That's what he wanted them to repeat. So they was like, ooh, he right on time. Didn't nobody tell him that, man, they told you what you coming there for.
I don't know. He could have felt the anointing of the people. Said, okay, this is the word I need to speak today. Because they need it.
So the pastor then say, tell your neighbor, look down your row and tell your neighbor. Man.
When we was going, me personally, when I was going into the building at the church, I'm an introvert. Okay, so if I don't know you, I don't want you to speak to me. I don't want to speak to you. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna sit next to you, get the word, and get on out of there. You know what I'm saying? Tell your neighbor. I said, do I have to talk to your neighbor? I said, hey, yeah, neighbor. It just to me sometimes
it can get redundant because I've been to church and now my former church wasn't like that, but I've been to churches where it was talking to your neighbor all day long, and the neighbor just either that neighbor gonna shut down, talk to the other neighbor, or some neighbors just don't participate in no activity and they gonna look straight ahead.
Then again, when a neighbor don't turn to me, if I don't have a neighbor, they turn the other way. I feel kind of bad. Dang, I ain't good enough to say something to me.
So now you feeling bad.
I feel bad. I said, man, well, I'm right here. I said, yeah, man.
It's too much, and because some of them will make you do that the whole service, and it just becomes too much.
I'll tell them, man, give me a phone number. I call you after church.
Or you sit somewhere. I think they had made a meme. They said, this the road that you sit on when you don't want to talk to your neighbor. And it was a little bench by yourself.
Oh, yeah, I see that.
Because that way you ain't got, and it was sitting up front. So that way you ain't got no neighbor to talk to. You know what I'm saying? And then you don't want to be disobedient. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So you be wanting to say something instead of just looking at them.
That's why when I walk into a church, if I see an empty pew I sit there by myself, so I had in the back with no neighbors around me. So, and he just turn to your neighbor. I ain't got no neighbor to turn to.
Yeah, so, then some of them look back.
Don't look at me, turn around.
Or the usher come and sit down there, sitting on the edge.
No, it's my pew here.
So anyway, so that was fun. So Karen said that, it's a lot of activities, honey. He ain't never had this much participation.
Yeah, when you go to a black church, you got to participate, man.
He said, I think they were saying he was so into it, he didn't know what to do. He didn't want to miss nothing.
Yeah, man, like Simon said, man, you got to participate, man.
So, but Anila said, ooh, that preacher was preaching, honey. He hit the nail on the coffin.
It's hitting the nail on the head. Yep. And Karen had to correct on that.
So you trying to kill it. You done said it's dead, ain't it? So when Toya get ready to leave and everything, and so she go ahead and head on out. And Anila announced this. Sorry. I said Sandra.
Yeah.
Sorry. Audra announced that she's now pregnant. She said she's appreciated the growth, that she's seen, that she's experienced. In fact, she got something growing inside of her, and she announced that they're pregnant. And Heavenly told me she's gonna be the godmama. No, ma'am.
Don't do that, baby, like that.
I know that's right, honey. That baby hollering and screaming and hollering.
That should be on YouTube. Guess what that baby did? Ooh, yeah. Yeah.
So anyway, that's all we got, you guys. That was the season finale. So they had a reunion, and from what I heard, honey, it was either a fight or somebody trying to fight somebody. So it's 3 parts. Can you believe it? 3 parts.
Okay, so all right. So I guess, all right, Carlos King, they got a 3-part reunion. What you gonna do? Your move next.
All right, you guys. On that note, we're gonna go ahead and get out of here. Don't forget to go with God and let God go with you.
I was put God first.
Deuces.
Hey!